think we're okay. Cope, scoot in just a little bit. We're doing tight shot only.
You got to snuggle up a little.
Yep.
Sounds good to me.
The good news is when you snuggle with Jared, you're always a big fan.
It's true.
Learn that year after year. It's involuntary at this point. I can't help it.
Also, did I catch a hootie hoo? A hootie hoo.
A hootie hoo.
A hootie hoo. 15 seconds. If you're watching on the live stream, it is a little bit delayed. You'll also find that you can comment on the live stream, but let's keep it classy. Keep it classy. No, I'm putting my glasses back on.
Okay. What a welcome. Professional here.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the Lake Show, talking life and high school sports with our very own Coach Cope.
Hey.
It's definitely not manufactured applause. All right, boys, speak directly into the mic. Don't be afraid to get close. Listen, I've had to make some promises. Those of you out in internet land and in the live studio audience, I've been told I need to mind my language.
What?
Yes.
Okay.
We're going to keep this PG-13
Ish. Okay.
in hopes that Cope still has a job after tonight.
There are children present, so that helps.
There are.
I told Jared before the show, I'm going to channel my inner Baptist. Okay.
Yep.
I'm going to do
Crusaders.
Best
We're
I
two
can.
Crusaders here.
the crusader that now holds the cup, but it's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine, guys. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the inaugural edition of the Lake Show. Cope, this has been a long time coming.
There's been a lot of meetings about this.
Yeah, there's been some red tape that we've had to go through, as you would with anything like this. But as far as we know, we have the seal of approval.
Everything has been approved, and we're excited about the opportunity.
Now, Josh, as my attorney, has not seen anything in writing. So
Probably best that way.
we're going to take you at your word.
Probably best that way.
So I figured we'd do a little bit. For those of you, I think most of the people here at least know Coach Cope. I just learned his name was Brian after we traded emails, and it came from Brian Cope. For the longest time, I had no clue who.
It's pronounced Brian.
It's Brian.
First name is actually David. So
Oh,
that's also
Okay.
Okay, now we're just getting confusing.
We need to get on the production guy about that. Should have
Seriously.
been in the notes.
I'm writing it down.
Okay.
It's David.
David.
Brian Cope. David Brian. Well, I figured we'd give you this first couple of minutes, Cope. Can I call you Cope? Sounds a little bit like Coach. I may call you a few other things in the duration of this pod.
I don't know that anybody can hear any of the words that you're saying.
I'm in my sexy flim era.
No, you're in
Yeah.
your almost dead era.
No.
You have been sick for like 9 months now. Are you pregnant?
Your mom's sick, bro. So, see, this is what happens.
I'm just asking. Everybody's wondering out there, why does Jared sound so terrible? It's because you've been sick.
I'm at max aura, bro. We're going to teach
Okay,
Cope what that
all right.
means in a minute.
Okay. Times 1,000.
Coach Cope, you opened Lake Belton High School 6 years ago, from what I understand. But what'd you do? Where are you from? Tell us how you got all the way up here to Lake Belton.
Sure. So this is my 20th year of coaching. Before that, I was in the food service industry. I have a master's in accounting that I use every day coaching football. At least the budgets are okay. I can say that for sure. But started my career in Houston at Spring High School, where I was the wide receiver coach. My dad was the offensive coordinator.
Spring next to Houston, the armpit of Texas.
Yes, that's close that way.
Good clarification.
Must have been talking to my wife, Allison. So I was there in Houston for 5 years, 4 years at Spring, and then a year at Cy Woods. Then got an opportunity to go open to go be the OC at A&M Consolidated for 6 years. So Friday will be a little bit of a homecoming for me. And then went over to the old high school for 3 years as the assistant AD and offensive coordinator, and then got the opportunity of a lifetime to open up Lake Belton.
Opportunity of a lifetime.
He's saying the right things.
He is saying all the right things already. I like him
Yeah.
a lot.
Agree.
He had me, so
He's way more likable than either you or I. So we've already upgraded.
that's
Depends
well,
who you ask, but I like the fact you
Disagree.
started.
I think everybody would agree.
let's
Way more likable.
let's see if we have this podcast following a loss, which I hope not. But let's see how likable he is
No.
after a loss.
Of course not. The head coach never takes negative comments after a loss.
No.
This doesn't happen.
And what
Right.
I've come to know about the Lake Belton community, they're not a very vocal one. They tend to keep to themselves, their
Quiet,
opinions.
timid. If timid's what I
Yeah.
think of.
Particularly if your last name is Stahl, you're a very quiet, humble, introverted guy.
Opinions are allowed. They're not always heard, but that's okay.
I heard a saying one time that opinions are like buttholes. Everybody has one, and most of them stink.
That was well played, not using
Did
any
I-
of the curse words.
I'm just. We'll see if that's allowed. I make it.
Close to PG-13.
Okay. Okay. All right. We're on this side of it.
So whoever had butthole on your bingo card tonight, we're
Yeah.
well on our way. So opportunity of a lifetime, opening Lake Belton. What's it like? So you were starting an athletic program. So if you don't know, Coach David Brian Cope is not just the head football coach, you're also the athletic coordinator. So all sports fall under your purview. Is that correct? So
including cheerleading as well.
Ooh, we will talk later about his cheerleading a sport or
Wait,
not.
cheerleading is a sport? Is that-
100% agreed.
Okay.
We're married to 2 cheerleaders.
Argue that with us every time we bring it up.
Yeah.
So we just take the alternative position, just just to get rise out of them.
I guarantee that's where we're going to get negative comments.
Fine.
Against my better judgment, I have left comments on. Josh and I are reading them. Coach Cope, I don't know how good your eyes are, but they're coming up on here. I've left them on. So let's keep it classy out there in internet land.
Should I periodically click on a
Yes.
few?
Yes.
I'm definitely not going to click on anything from Kevin Kuntz
Definitely not.
because he was supposed to be here as the Bear. We bought extra equipment to allow for him to be here. And then
Yep.
this gentleman,
Yes. Good word.
PG-13, decides that he's now going to travel to Sioux Falls,
South Dakota.
South Dakota, basically international. So I may or may not show any more of his comments. He may be
Agreed.
banned, but
Coach, the Bear, I stole that name. He does actually look kind of like a grizzly bear. But if
Big
you
ol'
watch College
huggy
Game
bear.
Day, every once in a while they pan to the bear on the side, and he just looks up stuff on the internet. That's all Bear is good for. Is just looking up stuff on the computer.
Gambling advice, too. I don't condone that.
True. Gambling advice.
we
Wow.
definitely don't condone it. Good distancing.
Yep. Before we say something incriminating, if you put allegedly in the front of it,
Allegedly.
it means you didn't really do it.
Yeah.
So what's it like? You're opening a brand new high school. Every sport, including cheerleading, is under your purview. What's the first thing you do? Like you're walking into the building as athletic coordinator, head football coach, brand new 5A high school in Central Texas.
In Texas, that's the deal.
Right.
We're not in Michigan where they don't even play real football. We're not in Indiana or some Yankee state. We are
Stupid
in
California.
by God, Texas.
Yep.
Football.
What's that like?
First thing is you got to get coaches hired. And when we opened in the COVID had just hit. And so at spring break, I got the job in January. We had hired 5 coaches face to face. And then we all went on a really long spring break. And we had to hire the next 25 people on Zoom. And so we did not get to go face to face until we started elite camp in June. And we had to start over at North Belton Middle School. And we were meeting people for the first time face to face that we had hired, including our principal was there, along with we had hired our offense and defensive coordinators at the time, along with our baseball and softball coach. And everybody was meeting everybody new for the first time, setting how to break out. What are rules that we're going to have? What's the standard going to be? And so we had to do that from day one. We were having Zoom meetings with our kids and trying to teach them different things. And It was a fun process. I recommend you open a school one time in your career. I definitely don't recommend you open it during a pandemic. And you'll never do it twice, because we had to open every single box, from volleyball equipment to basketball to football. Every single box was opened, and there's still some stuff. We did over order on hangers. So if anybody needs wire hangers or zip ties, we still have over, I believe, 3,000 wire hangers, and I think we're down to 1,000 zip ties. I thought the box was 100. It was 500. I did not read that accordingly. So if you ever need a wire hanger, please let us know, and we'll be glad to help you out.
They'll be glad to sell them at a discounted price. They're not free, people, okay?
That's right.
Still got to raise some funds here.
Brings up two funny things. Number one, at Josh's title office over there, one day one of his employees ordered 5,000 pins thinking it was 500. Now, to be fair, there are those gel pins that are fantastic, all of which are now over here at Commonwealth.
Yeah,
so we'll find reuses.
But an extra comma and an extra zero, that's hard to see.
That's right.
On a computer screen.
Very true.
And you don't know, when they're $2.89 a piece, who remembers that?
And it's also like, I guarantee every man here who has a garage, in his garage are at least 2 or 3 2x4s of varying lengths, of which he's kept for the last 25 years, thinking that one day he's going to have a use for them. I think zip ties are like that. Zip ties are something you don't throw away, but you find a use for kind of as life progresses.
We use them on a lot of back plates now.
Thank you. I need to get reimbursed because my son, I just put his back plate back on his shoulder pads with zip ties. So I didn't even make the connection when we chatted that you opened Lake during COVID. That's horrible. I'm sorry you had to do that.
Apologies.
Yep. Fortunately, I think in Texas, we took it with, let's not get anybody in trouble.
Let's call it a grain of salt.
With a grain of salt.
Took COVID with a grain of salt.
I think we broke through. We were the tip of the spear there and bringing it out to the public and taking our masks off and trying to get back to real life. So you open this. Now put on your HC hat, which I told him before this, I've never seen him without a hat. He's actually got hair. You don't find that on a lot of head coaches.
So the other interesting thing, though, is when you opened, you only had, how many classes did you have? You
had freshmen and sophomores and 700 kids in the school.
That was it.
Wow.
And so build a football program, build
120 football players,
all the other athletic programs, 700 kids, freshmen and sophomores only. Okay. Give you something hard to do. Come on.
I mean, geez.
So walk us through a little bit of that. It's hard enough starting from scratch, but having a full cast of characters, freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, spend just a second talking through kind of that thought process, how that was awesome. And also,
yeah, I mean,
also not awesome.
As a first-time head coach in a first-time school with a first-time program, made it a lot of challenging stuff. Every time you had to do something, you had to create the paper itself for the very first time. So it wasn't, we were having a lot of meetings. We would meet every day, make sure everybody was on the same page. I think that's important, which gave us a really good start. We went out, we played JV football for a year and went 9-1 and played new schools and along with 5A, 6A JVs, which I think was important for us to understand because we had opened as a 4A. Hey, we're not going to treat this as a 4A. We're treating it as a 5A,
right,
which I think was a key.
And now you're treating 5A like it's a 6A.
When you have 291 football players and 6 teams, you are a 6A type football program.
It was crazy. We went to the Cove scrimmage last week. Yeah, so what I'm hearing, I just got an error statement on here that says they're having trouble streaming to Facebook. They'll let us know. It seems like it's on Facebook's end. Is everybody in the live studio audience facing that? Is it blank? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm glad this is the inaugural. Here's where we'll work out the kinks.
Yeah, we went from 52, 56 live viewers. Now we have 6. So I feel like maybe there's a problem.
Sorry if I upset anyone out there.
It was probably me.
Let's
Still undefeated,
it was the butthole
so everybody's
comment.
aware right now.
Yeah.
There was a butthole comment.
So here we go. I'm going to end the stream and then re-log on. So you guys just be real patient with us, okay? It's not me, it's you.